Alright, a brief foreword. Before we get going, I'm going to address the top 10 co-host votes for Limbo podcast. And here's the rub. A lot of people got one vote with only 3 people sliding to the front of the pack, meaning the only spots that really matter are, quite frankly, the top 3 spots according to my audience. Number 3, Manga Kamen. Artist, analyst, reviewer, comedian, podcaster, singer, songwriter, stuntman. Manga Kamen is a jack of all trades and not a master of a single one. He is a poor man's Silverquill who has always been an amazing friend, and I find his artwork easily in the top 3 of those I've commissioned. I look forward to a new gold standard in his videos where he doesn't sound like he's screaming into cotton. Number 2, The Burning Donut. The Burning Donut recently slipped back into circulation due to getting semi-livable conditions and has made himself readily available. Imagine corpulent brony only with taste, talent, charisma, and about 150 pounds or so missing from his hips.
Have you ever seen a Tokyo Gore Police?
I own Tokyo Gore Police, sir.
Oh, you're winning us
Nice.
over, pal. No good. I've seen a bit of that. That got kind of weird.
Yeah,
Weirder.
it's pretty weird, but
Kind of weird.
It's hysterical.
When it got onto like the girls and the fetishes in Tokyo, I was I was fine with the murder. This started getting real weird for me.
It's, you know, as an artist, there are things you can do to kind of lessen the financial blow. You know, you can make a lot of money just by selling like $10 sketches here and there. You know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the thing is, my position I'm in, I could be making more than what I make, and that's where the fault comes on my area. There's a lot of moments when it's like you have an opportunity to make $1,000. I'd rather go to sleep. So,
hey, where are you getting this opportunity to make $1,000? I think I'll head over there.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I've worked with the Burning Donut before, and when I was part of the Pony Fuckcast, aka Pony Tonight, he had been gone for a long time. When the podcast app held him up on such a high pedestal, I found myself asking what the big deal was. Donut, you have been very knowledgeable, not just as an anime fan, but as a legit source and insight of art. So I would like to apologize, and I'm still trying to get you on PubCrawl at least once. I recommend that all of my fans subscribe and go watch the Burning Donuts content immediately. Number 1, RionRhiionMIlls, who just barely won because he voted for himself. Ryan for the longest time was not only reliable but funny, and I assure you he's still very funny.
Yeah, you don't have to. No, god damn it, Ryan, you ruined it. Okay.
This
Go ahead.
question, I've barely ever gotten anybody, if anyone at all, to answer. Who is a popular?
That's not how you get an answer.
Who is a popular analyst, or just a popular person in general that you just don't get why they're popular?
This seems like a bad question to answer. It's probably why no one's answering it.
Well, you came off as highly confrontational that time, Ryan. Like you were jamming the microphone like right in his face. Answer the question.
Who do you hate? Tell me.
Yeah,
Where are the drugs?
I usually ask that question with a bit more casually. It's just like I've barely gotten anyone to answer that one. Like some people have like kinda answered it, or gone with like the really safe answers, but that's about it.
God.
Okay. Well, go with your go with your YouTuber who's success. If you don't feel like going with Brony,
God damn. I'm already here. Heck with it. I'll just go ahead and shoot myself in the foot completely if we're doing this. I don't entirely understand the appeal of I like Kim Possible a lot. Her videos are...
Oh, my.
I know.
Your hype... No, your hype crushed me there. I was like, oh my, this is going to be decadent. Oh, is that...
Ryan has been an invaluable asset, not just on the show, but I find many of his topics he covers to be informative. And as a veteran drama llama myself of the YouTube community, his interests often align with mine. I always was hoping to draw from Bop and find a handful of like-minded people like Ryan, in scope, quality, talent, so forth and so on. Regretfully, he is one of a kind, and the show has always felt empty in your absence, sir. We're doing a partial reply to Misanthro Pony's review, the Cutie Remark, but the main focus of this video will be tackling redemption in MLP. But first...
Her backstory is so rushed, so come and go, so something that just happened.
I thought this was going to be hard. Backstory and motivation.
Oh no! My friends don't like my parties and they don't want to be my friends anymore.
Let's just take Pinky for example. You like Pinky, right? I can't be sure. I'm not always the most observant of people.
Why not? Alright! My sisters and I were raised on a rock farm outside of Ponyville. We spent our days working the fields. There was no talking. There was no smiling. There were only rocks.
You mean a rock farmer whose over-exaggerated breakdowns that help inspire numerous grimdark stories because her friends supporting her blew her off for one day, whereas Starlight Glimmer's friends straight up left her one and only friend.
How to stop her, but it just might take the most anticlimactic reformation I've seen in this series to set things right.
There, we have what we need for our thesis statement. The most anticlimactic reformation in the series. Let's go back to the beginning.
Nightmare Moon.
Oh, my beloved subjects. It's been so long since I've seen your precious little sun-loving faces.
What did you do with our princess? Murder, Nellie.
Why? Am I not royal enough for you? Don't you know who I am?
Nightmare Moon is a strong, powerful, confident, fun villain, only to be turned into a simpering, crying little girl. In case I'm not being perfectly clear, I want the unholy demon unicorn back. Ah, Discord. Which underwhelming reformation are you talking about?
I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. I'm Discord, the master of chaos. You think you can boss Discord around? You think I'm just going to turn all this back because you say so? Because if I don't, I'll lose the one friend I ever had?
See, this one doesn't bother me because the spirit of chaos wouldn't and still doesn't know the first thing about friendship. Discord, from what I've seen, thinks friends are there to make him feel good. I could point to any number of people in the fandom, or quite frankly, the Rift, who think that friends are strictly there for them. But let's not focus on that. Discord is tricked or convinced, depending on who you ask, that his friendship with Fluttershy is strong enough to make him want to change. I dig Fluttercore, the friendship, not the ship. Mostly because Fluttershy so thoroughly destroyed Discord in the Return of Harmony.
Fluttershy, it looks like you've been left behind by your so-called friends, huh?
Oh no, I'm certain they're doing their best to find me.
Well, it must be so upsetting to know how weak and helpless they think you are.
Not at all. I am weak and helpless, and I appreciate their understanding.
Yes, well, sure, it burns you up. I mean, they're always pointing out your flaws, right?
Not really. In fact, I think I'm awfully lucky to have friends who want me to be the best I can be.
Oh, for goodness sake!
On the other hand, there's Twilight's Kingdom, and I'll never be done correcting all of you for calling it a reformation.
Are you doing this? I thought we were friends.
Oh, we were. But Tirek offered me so much more than just tea parties. Surely you saw this coming?
I didn't.
Discord went with Twilight and her friends because Tirek ditched him. He didn't make the right choice, he went with the only choice he had left. At the very least, Starlight Glimmer learned what she was doing in the end hurt everyone because of her actions and stopped. Discord has never really felt bad about hurting anyone. Hell, he was about to banish Treehugger to another realm of existence, a place worse than death. Aficionado Chris's channel. Oh, how I've waited to make that cheap shot. He didn't stop because he was worried about hurting Treehugger. He didn't stop in Princess Twilight because he hurt Fluttershy and her friends. You want a shit redemption? I mean, if you can call it that. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Discord. Sombry. I mean, we could just blow her up. What was Starlight Glimmer's conviction? It felt like it was going that way for me. What? It's a reformation. He's reformed from an evil shadow pony to a smoldering stain on the ground. I never said it was a good reformation. Ah, Trixie. Oh, Trixie, never stop being amazing. Trixie gets defeated and loses the power to be a credible threat, so much so that when she goes to torture Rainbow Dash.
With this amulet, I shall now rule all of Equestria! Witness, my subjects! Gaze upon an ever greater and powerfuler Trixie! Hey! I don't need that old alicorn amulet. I have this! Stop it! That tickles! Tickles? That was supposed to make you writhe in agony. This amulet is defective.
Rainbow Dash giggles. Let me state that again. Trixie goes to torture and put Rainbow Dash into writhing pain, devoid of an evil artifact, all on her own. What did Starlight Glimmer do? Lock the main six into an empty room? Alright, in your opinion, if you walked up and handed Trixie the Alicorn amulet, do you think that she'd go back to being evil again? Cause I sure as fuck do. Now I'm gonna skip Gilda because that's a video unto itself, which leads me to Diamond Tiara. You know the redemption arc where Diamond Tiara basically tells her mom to shut the day is saved? I mean, sure, it was satisfying me in the moment, but after 5 seasons of being a total bitch, good old DT just had to yell her mom down and we forgave her? If there was only someone out there who expressed this already.
Among the many things Crusaders of the Lost Mark tried to cram into the few bits of story it had in between musical numbers, Diamond Tiara's supposed redemption is one I find to be the most perplexing.
Ah, Lily, you big beautiful bitch you. Go on.
To cement herself as this loathsome little scrote, desperately begging for a kick in the teeth. I've lost count of how many people have expressed undue amounts of rage toward this one character, and how many of the same have drifted into simply being bored with her. 4.5 years of this has rendered me, and I can assume several others as well, completely cold to any plight she might be suffering. She's been a character who has been woefully unpleasant right from the word go.
5 years on DT and 1 season on Starlight Glimmer. Misanthro Pony, tell me, which is rushed? Now take it home, Lily.
I'll even take this shameless display before DHX can get me to care about this loathsome little toad.
Oh, that's right, I almost forgot Sunset Shimmer. Do I really even have to explain how undeniably bullshit Sunset Shimmer's initial redemption was?
I don't know the first thing about friendship.
I bet they can teach you.
Are you fucking kidding me? We're really gonna accept it?
Imagine the Discord redemption arc without Discord being likable, and you'd have Equestrian Girls 1's resolution. That's my response to the first 2 minutes and 57 seconds of Misanthro Pony's Season 5 final. Hell, at this rate, this'll give me more than enough to do during the whole Season 5 hiatus. See you soon.